day, folks. This is Omar Hosea, the servant. Shalom. This one is about a disease called Spiteful. Now, this is on the fly, dear Heavenly Father. Thank you for waking me up. We ask for the wisdom and the guidance to speak. We ask for permission to speak. And that you be glorified according to your will, not my will, because I like to love and ride on your will, and your will keeps it smooth. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I confident to the power before me, not the mouth, we ask for praise. Say, Salah, Salah, peace. Today, folks, so I have to rush that in. This is on the fly. This is not retake. This is fresh coming in. And it's from experience. And let me make this clear. None of my posts is about you as an individual. None of my posts is about you as a group, you as a nation, you as a government, you as a community, you as religious folk. It's not about you. And it's not about me. It's about the totality of what you and me are living in, called a box. And so, in order for us to communicate, in order for us to do better, in order for us to evolve, I don't know about you, but I need to think outside the box. You can think inside the box. I choose to think outside the box. All right, so we're gonna start out with what a disease is, and I trust that being spiteful is a disease. Let's get into it. The definition. Here we go. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining me again. We say to all our supporters, we say thank y'all guys for sharing our pictures and our videos and things like that. I just went back into a lot of my old pamphlets and pictures and things we was presenting, and we have well over 5,000 pictures and videos together. Not 5,000 videos or 5,000 pictures alone, but just like collectively, we have a lot of information. So we're gonna add to this one. This is a new subject. Same subjects, but we're gonna get into something little, not different, but things that people don't talk about, like being spiteful. And like I said, being spiteful is a disease. It's a psychological disease. It's also an emotional disease. And it's not inherited, but you can spread it like a virus. Being spiteful is a virus. Peep game. I'm going to read to you what this says. Disease, a disorder or incorrectly functioning organ, part, structure, or system of the body resulting from the effect of genetic or development errors, infecting poisonous, nutritional deficiency or imbalance, toxicity or unfavorable environment factors, illness, sickness, ailment. 2. Any abnormal condition in the plant that interferes with its vital physiological process caused by pathogenic microorganisms, parasites, unfavorable environmental, genetic, or nutritional facts, etc. Any harmful, deprived, or morbid condition as of the mind or society has fascination with executions is a disease. This composition of material under special circumstances, 10 disease. Alright, so now you have what it means. And you have to look that up. Sorry, this picture is kind of fuzzy. So we're going to go to another one. We're going to read this one together though. We'll go to Wikipedia for spiteful, because the dictionary will not allow me to put it sideways so you can see the whole screen. So we're going to put in spite. Okay, now, we're going to get to this. Now, look at this real closely. Now, remember, we talk about the game of life, right? what it means to be spiteful. I don't know why. Oh, it is. It's there. It's full screen. Now let's read this. And fear division problems. Spite is a phenomenon that occurs when a player value and allocation decreases when one or more other players' valuation increases. So that means if my knowledge is increasing and yours is not increasing, it's decreasing, you're subject to be spiteful and create allocations. And also, if you note, it says, my thing is low. Let's get to this. It says spite is a phenomenon that occurs when a player in the game of life, or the game of checkers, or the game of relationship, or the player's game of trying to get these girls and then hustling, that the player's value of an allocation decreases when one or more other players' valuation increases. Check that out. Just marinate on that for a minute. You spiteful, ungrateful mother. Y'all know the rest. Let's get back to this. Thus, other things being equal, a player exhibiting spite will prefer an allocation in which other players receive less than more, if more of the good is desirable. We could do a whole book on just that right there, when it comes down to the so-called black man and so-called black woman and the relationships that we have with each other and how we have with other people and other societies and other civilizations, because it's a phenomenon. Being spiteful, so-called black man and black woman, so-called God and goddess, and so-called king and queen, is a phenomenon. And it only occurs when the value of an allocation decreases. So that means when you no longer feel like a god, when you don't feel like a goddess, when you don't feel like you're a woman, when you don't feel like you're a man, the allocation decreases when one or more other players, people that they got nothing to do with you, people who ain't got nothing to do with your growth, ain't got nothing to do with your life, got nothing to do with your culture, they got nothing to do with you. When they exhibit spite, when you exhibit spite, players exhibiting will prefer, that allocation decreases when one or more players' valuation increases. So so-called black man and black woman, why are you so spiteful if other people is increasing? But your phenomenon occurs when it decreases. This is what spiteful really does. This is not the hood spiteful, oh, he's spiteful because it then makes spiteful what it would hate. No. Niggas, no. That's not the way this works. Because if more of the good is desirable. So if I go get a belt for Walmart and this person go get a belt for Gucci, should I be spiteful? No. I'm glad his pants is held up and mine is held up, and we ain't got to bust a sag and I ain't got to see the doo-doo stains in his drawers. We both got a belt. So there's no need for a phenomenon. It's pure logic. He got a belt, I got a belt. It just so happened his cost $500, mine's cost $5, but they serve the same purpose. Phenomenon. So now, let's go to the next one. In this language, spite is difficult to analyze because one has to access to sets of preferences. For example, in the divided and choose. Remember divide and conquer? That's what we do in our neighborhood. We divide and conquer. So we divide each other up, and then we choose who's the player, who's the sexy girl, who's the baller, who's the trap king, who's the trap. This is what we do. It's a phenomenon. It's a disease. It's a sickness. Oh man, let's keep going. The choose method. A spiteful player would have to make a trade-off between depriving his opponent of cake and getting more himself. Let's just look at this right here. On this, this is heavy, right? This is heavy. Oh man, this is so heavy right here. This is what you so-called black folks love to do, and you get paid a lot of money for it. You get girls, cars, houses. I mean, you get so much from it that you don't know what to do. You've lost your way. And that's why the Most High said only a remnant's going to be showing up, because you done lost your way so much from this phenomena that now your enemy, the so-called pale skin, not Caucasian, but the pale skin, and even your own people exploit you because we know it's a phenomenon. If I give you a torn up basketball and tell you this is the best thing on the planet, and I create an environment around that and then do propaganda, you'd never know that a leather basketball is the best ball to play with. And that rubber. You would never know that. But since I want to keep you ignorant, this is what this cake. See, this will be the cake. And this is what y'all black people get in the world nowadays. This is your cake. The lifestyle that you live, the cars that you drive, all the things that you think in your education, this is your cake. This is not a leather professional ball. But this is your cake. And how we know? Because this is what you do with that. This is what you do. It's plain English. Divide and choose method. A spiteful player, a player of life, in the game of life, in your home, whether your mother, father, sister, brother, no matter what religion you are, whether you're imam, whoever you is, this is what you do. You will trade off between depriving his opponent. You'll deprive your people. You'll deprive your people who can help you. You'll deprive them first, right? Then, after you deprive them, your opponent of the fruit of life, the gift of life, for the sake of you getting more yourself. Not knowing the more that you get was more garbage. So now you sit around with a whole bunch of garbage called fiat currency. Cars that fade. Girls with fake titties and shit. Okay, let's go a little further. We get off there. I got excited because this is off the fly. I was just asking the Most High, what am I supposed to do? Was I still worthy to speak in His name and speak to the people? And this is what came on my spirit. So, with the field of social evolution, spite is used to describe those social behaviors that have a negative, back to disease. Remember we did the disease? That have a negative impact on both the actor and the recipients. So nobody wins when you spiteful so-called black man and black woman. So-called if you independent woman or independent man. So-called gangster. So-called I got 15 champion rings. So-called I'm rich. So-called I'm poor. So-called I'm black. So-called I'm white. So-called I'm. This is your disease, right here, and it does nothing for you nor the other person. Because we know, because the social evaluation spite is used to describe those social behaviors that have a negative impact on both the actor and the recipients. Spite can be favorable by kin selection when it leads to an indirect benefit to some third party that's sufficiently related to the actor, or when it is directed primarily at negative related individuals. Negative relatedness occurs when two individuals are less related than average. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means when you have a group of spiteful people and this is their cake. The common is that this is their cake and they see the same thing. So they're kin to this idea. And so there is no need to be aggressive. There's no need for aggression. There's no need for attack because they're all getting a piece of the American pie or a piece of the American cake. Like Queen Elizabeth told the people, what will we do with the poor people? Give them cake and let them devour it themselves. Let's read it again. Spite can be favored by kin selection when A, it leads to an indirect benefit to some third party that is sufficiently related to the actor. Remember? It leads to an indirect benefit. Indirect benefit. The indirect benefit is both of these is rubber. It's indirectly. But the outside of it is useful for the dogs. So even though they're spiteful, there is no spitefulness amongst them because they have an indirect third party, which is that it's rubber. not the details of it's a rubber ball and a rubber toy. So there is no challenge for that. You get it? I just wondering if y'all got that. I don't know if y'all got that, if you can see it, because I'm one man doing this video thing. You get back. So now, when it is directly primarily at negatively related individuals, see, when it is directed primarily at negatively related individuals. So, if these dogs that I have are primarily negative, that is their base content. Now, when they're in the spiteful. There's the spite in their negativity as an action of being negative. So anything that comes amongst them, they'll be spiteful because they need the benefit. So you can't play with this ball. And if if another dog comes with a ball, they'll go over there and check that ball out and come over here and tell the other dog that this is the best ball. And all the other dogs come over here and play with these balls and not that ball. And so the other dog needs to stop, and then he ends up getting beat up. These are facts. I live this every day. So, negative related occurs when two individuals are less related than average. What does that mean? Negative relatedness occurs when two individuals are less related than average. There was a video I made called Positive Negative, where you see something that doesn't work, you get rid of it, you make room for something that does work. That's a positive negative. Because even though it don't work, you like it so much, you got a pain for it, you know what I mean? And you get a little spiteful about it. But it's a positive because you get rid of it. And it made room for something better. And you don't have to be spiteful. So that's where we get that from. Let me do a time check. Don't you knock my screen over, Fagos. Well, till next time, people, tell me what you think. If this makes sense, let me know. If it don't make sense, I'll share. We'll make any more videos. Till next time, peace.